Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
That's good. You see, it is A and it is B. Okay. Now, if the movement is from A to B, actually, we can write here in this way. We can write here, you see, A to B, right? It means what? From A to B. If I return from B to A, that means if I return from B to A in this way, then what will be there? You see, plus B to A. B to A. That means what will be the result? Our result will be 0. Why our result will be 0? You see, my first position and my last position are same. Have you got me? My last position and first position are at the same point. Is it? So, as vectors depend on direction and its magnitude. Okay. So, you see, suppose it is AB 5 kilometers. Then I can write AB plus BA is equal to 5 kilometer plus 5 kilometer equals to 10 kilometers. Is it? But it is vectors. It does not depend only magnitude. It also depends on its direction. You see, my first position and my last position are at the same point. That means we can conclude here, that is A to A, you see, A to A is equal to 0. I was at the point A and at last I am also at the point A. That means it is 0. Similarly, we can write here B to B. B to B. It is also 0, right? Have you got me? Suppose P to P.
Yes, sir.
P to P. It is also 0. It means, you see, here B to B. You see, B to B equals to what? 0. From B to B 0. So we are left with A to A. It is 0. Have you got it? You have to think that this and this will be same always. This and this will be always same. Now from here, we can also get AB equals to minus BA. Please write down AB equals to what? Minus BA. That means if I write here QP, that can be written minus PQ. Is it? I can write CA is equal to minus AC. Can you write? Have you got me? I can write also MN is equal to minus NM. Please talk to me. That's good, not a matter. Now, I am going to write down something else. You see, all of you. Suppose this is a point A. From the point A to vectors. It is the initial point A. From the point A to vectors, suppose I'm not giving the sign like this at first. I am giving it afterwards. Two vectors, suppose AB and AC. Okay, they are in this way, A to B, then B to C, then C to A, C to A. Okay, please try to understand. Actually, what is happening here? Let's see. It is A to B, it is B to C, it is C to A. Please try to understand what is happening here. Our journey has been started from A, then it is B, B to C, then it is B to C, C to A. Can you see the direction? Does it match? Yes, it matches. A to B, A to B, B to C, B to C, then C to A, C to A. Can you please let me know what will be the result? What will be the result? 0. Can you tell me why? You see, your first and last points are same. Number 1. Number 2, BB will be omitted. CC will be omitted. So you will be left with AA. AA equals to what? 0, as I told you. Can you remember?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So our first point and our last point are same. For this, we are getting it is 0. Now, if I go to write down AB plus BC, you see, AB plus BC equals to what? Minus CA. Now, we can write down AB plus BC is equal to what? Minus CA means what? What I told you?
A to C.
You see? Can you please remember? Now you see, upon this, I have written minus C equals to AC. Now, you see the figure again. You see the figure again. It is A, it is B, and it is C. As I was starting telling you at the beginning, from the initial point A, two vectors AB and AC. Now we like to give the vector sign from B to C. Okay, give B to C. Now you just similarize this. You see what I have written here. A to B, okay, very good. A to B, AB. Then B to C, B to C, BC is equal to what? This is the question. Equal to AC. This is AC. Now you can ask me why it is. You see, please. Okay, BB. I told you BB 0, right? Then you are left with what? AC. You are left with AC. Now you see, A to B, B to C is equal to AC. It is vectors. It means, if you don't understand, please let me know. It means, suppose it is a place A, okay, it is B, it is 5 kilometers. Now it is C, it is 7 kilometers. Actually, you have traveled 5 plus 7 equals to 12 kilometers. It is normal algebraic expression, but in vectors it is not. In vectors, you are at first A and at last you are C, at the point C, total 12 kilometers. It is called algebraic expression, but in vectors it is not. Suppose it would be 6 kilometers. Then in vectors, actually you have traveled 6 kilometers. I think you have got me. What is the difference between scalar quantity and vector quantity? In scalar quantity, our result will be 5 plus 7 equals to 12 kilometers. But if it is considered as 6 kilometers, suppose, then in vectors we will have 6 kilometers because it also depends on the position, the direction, okay, not only on magnitude. If you don't get me, please let me know. That means A to B plus B to C is equal to A to C. This is the formula. This is called triangular addition law of vectors. Triangular addition law of vectors. Write down. Triangular addition law of vectors. Triangular addition law. Addition law. Triangular addition law of vectors. Okay. So this is the law that I'm going to tell you. This is the law, triangular addition law of vectors. Sometimes it is given in the question of 2 marks. In question number A, they state triangular addition law of vectors. Then you have to do this. But if it is given like this, you see, if the math is given like this, suppose it is A, it is B, and it is C. It is P vectors, it is Q vectors. Okay. Now, is it possible to form a parallelogram? Is it possible to form a parallelogram? Yes, it can, because centering this, we can take this measurement, and centering this, we can take this measurement. We can complete drawing a parallelogram. Am I right? Now you see, this sign and this sign, they are in the same direction. Here it is also, they are in the same direction, right? Now you see, you name it as, suppose it is D. You name it as by D. Now, if I go for joining A and D, what we will get, you know? A and D. Now, can you please apply the triangular addition law in triangle ABD? Write down. In triangle ABD, AB plus BD, AB plus BD equals to AD. AB plus BD equals to AD, right? You see, BB will be omitted and you will be left with AD only, right? BB will be omitted and you will be left with AD, and this is AD. Now you see, if it is considered as by R, okay, and if it is P, then it is also P, okay, if it is Q, then it is also Q. Now we can put the value here. What is AB? AB equals to P. AB equals to P vector. What is BD? BD equals to what? Q vector. Q vector. And what is AD? AD equals to R vector. So we have got, so at last we have got R equals to P plus Q. This is called parallelogram law of parallelogram in vectors. Write down law of parallelogram. Okay, I think you have got it. Is there anyone here who can name this R? What is R? What is this? Who can tell me? Is there anyone else? That is, you don't know physics, right? It is called resultant. Here R for resultant. Have you heard? Have you heard or not? Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, I have another question to you. Suppose two forces, two equal forces, PP. P and P are two equal forces. Okay? Very good. It is P, it is P. They are equal. Can you tell me, it is a parallelogram. Can you tell me what will be their resultant? A, B, C, D. What will be their resultant?
2P.
Is it AC?
Yes.
Is it like this? Which one? I have given 3 lines. Suppose I name it. Suppose it is Q, it is R, it is S. What will be the resultant? If P and P are equal forces, then what will be their resultant? Very
R.
interesting question. R. Okay. Suppose you two friends of equal strength, okay, and you are fighting. Suppose you are pushing him, and he is also pushing him, but you two have equal force, equal strength. Okay, then what will happen? It will be just in this way, constant way, right? No in this side, no in this side. Okay, it will be fixed, right? As you two have the equal, suppose it is one person and it is another person, so these two have the equal strength. So what will be happen? What will happen? They will be in fixed position. Okay, no moving, not in this portion, not in this portion. Okay, they will be in the equal portion, right? Because these two forces are equal. Now the question is that uh, is AC the bisector of angle A? It is my question. What a question! Please try to understand. Suppose it is a parallelogram. Now, is it bisector? Is the diagonal a bisector of angle this? Angle A? It is my question to you all. Suppose AD is the diagonal. Is AD a bisector of angle A? If AD is the bisector of angle A, then we can call that yes, here R is the resultant. Dear students, actually you really don't know. Please try to understand. It is a square. Okay. It is a rhombus. Rectangle. It is a rectangle. and it is a parallelogram. My question is that it is a diagonal. It is a diagonal. It is a diagonal. It is a diagonal. I have drawn 4 figures. Where the diagonal bisects the angle, I mean, these are equal or not? These and these are equal or not? These and these are equal or not? these and these are equal or not? It is the question. Can you please tell me? You cannot. Here, they are equal. These and these are equal. Here, these and these are equal, but not here. Not here. Then what is the formula? Formula is that the angles will be equal if the adjacent sides are equal. In rhombus and a square, we get these two sides are equal. Then this angle and this angle are equal. In rhombus, it is also that we can prove it. These and these are equal. For this angle equal because this side and this side are equal. They are equal because this side and this side are equal. But here, you see, how is it possible? These two are not equal. So they will never be equal. They will never be equal. This side are not equal. So they will never be equal. These two angles will never be equal. So we have a misconception. That means here in the figure, I am drawing it again. If two forces are equal, that means if two forces are equal, P and P, their resultant will be their bisector. This is R. Talk to me. Here R equals to P plus P. Okay, in this way. I think you have got me. Have you got me or not? If two forces are equal, then their resultant will be bisector of the angle. Okay, have you got it? Now, it is okay. Now, if I tell you that it is Q and P greater than Q, what will be the resultant? Can you please let me know? What will be the resultant? Suppose between two friends, one is more powerful. Okay, so what will be? The one who is more powerful, what he will do? Okay, can you remember? He will be the winner. That means here P greater than Q, so the resultant will be near to P. If P greater than Q, here P greater than Q. Okay, but if in this way, it means Q greater than P. If Q is greater than P, then the resultant will be very near to Q. If P greater than Q, then the resultant will be near to P. Please try to understand. It is a part of your physics. Have a book with you, all of you. I think you are not here, right?
Sir, book আছে সাথে।
Okay, take out book. Exercise 12. There are a lot of things to understand from vectors. Okay, I am going to do some maths from vectors. Initially, you see exercise 12, question number 16. What is told here? Suppose it is a triangle ABC. Okay, from A, initial point from A to B, A to C, and here B to C. What are the medians here? Suppose it is ABC, you see, and DEF are the median midpoints. That means AD is the median, B is the median, CF is the median. That is A to D. So it is midpoint A to D. That means the vector sign will be given like this. A to D. here B to E. So it is the midpoint here, B to E. Okay. Now C to F. It is C to F. I have given vector sign. In the exam hall, the students normally fail to give the vector sign, especially for median. You see, A to D, B to E, and C to F. This math can be done in 10 pages or more than 10 pages. I'll do it within 3 lines. Okay, question number 16, 1. All of you pay attention. Here, suppose they meet at the point O. This is the intersecting point, which is known as, what is the name of the point? O. Can you please tell me? O is what? O is
Centroid.
called, yes, you're right, centroid. What is the definition of centroid?
The
Where the
intersecting point of three medians.
yes, where the three medians meet. Centroid is a point where the three medians, write down, where the three medians, let me know, meet. Okay? Centroid, where the three medians meet. What is orthocenter? What is orthocenter? Orthocenter. Can you please let me know? Orthocenter, where three,
Height.
let me, three perpendiculars. Three
Perpendicular.
perpendiculars meet. Three perpendiculars meet. Okay? And for equilateral triangle, write down and another information for equilateral triangle. Okay, for equilateral triangle, orthocenter and centroid are the same point. Centroid and orthocenter are same point. PT means point. For equilateral triangle, the median is itself a perpendicular. Okay, the perpendicular is itself a median for equilateral triangle. Okay, then centroid and orthocenter will be the same point. It is given in higher mathematics as MCQ in every year. Okay, and 2 marks. They define centroid and orthocenter with figures. Okay, define centroid with figure or define orthocenter with figure. Then you have to do. Okay. Now, dear students, you see in triangle BOF, what the triangle I am going to consider? Triangle BOF. In triangle BOF, can you please apply the additional triangle law of vectors in triangle BOF? Okay, go from BO plus OF plus FB is equal to 0. Please try to understand. BO from B to O, O to F, and at last FB. Is it 0? Because you see O cancelled, F cancelled, we are left with BB cancelled, that is 0. Am I right? If you don't cooperate, then it is impossible for me to just deliver my lecture. Actually, I'm not getting you that you are getting it or not. Everybody, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it has become impossible for me to continue because you don't interact. Anyway, you see. Now, can you please tell me what is BO? What is the relation between BO and BE? The relation between BO and BE. Who can tell me?
2:3.
Uh, okay. You see one thing.
Oh, sorry, so 2:1.
Please try to
Okay,
understand.
2:3.
We know it starts from B. It starts from B. It is 2 and it is 1. So it is 2 and it is 1. Do we know that medians are concurrent? Concurrent means what? That they pass through the same point. And they are divided in the ratio of 2:1. Actually, medians, how a median is formed? From the vertex in this way, from the vertex in this way, from the vertex in this way. Then it is told this is 2, it is 1. From the vertex it is to be counted. So 2 is to 1. It is 2, it is 1. It is 2, it is 1. In this way. Okay, the medians are concurrent. Concurrent means you see all the medians pass through the same point. So for this it is called the medians are concurrent. Medians are concurrent and they are divided in the ratio of 2:1. Now I can tell you that BO is equal to what? Can you please tell me what is the relation between BO and BE? What is the relation between BO and BE? Can I write BO equals to 2/3 of BE? Pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Because BE equal to 3. 2 plus 1 equals to 3. So BO is 2/3 of BE. Now you see what is OF? OF equals to what? Can you tell me? 1/3 of CF. 1/3 of CF. Talk to me.
জি স্যার
Yes, sir.
What is FB? F is the midpoint. That is half of AB. F is the midpoint. Now from here you have to find AB. So half of AB is equal to minus 2/3 BE minus 1/3 CF, right? Now we have to find AB. So AB equals to what? AB is equal to take 2 to the right hand side. So it will be minus 4/3 BE minus 2/3 CF. Actually, what I have done, I have expressed AB in terms of BE and CF. That was the question. What was the question? You see the question. Express AB, write down. Express AB in terms of BE and CF. So yes, I have expressed AB in terms of BE and CF. Is it okay? Please try to understand. This math is the most important math to be given in the examination. Normally the students have tendency to do this math in 10 pages, okay, or 5 pages. But I have tried my level best to make you understand and to do this math within 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Okay, so it will be given in the exam, and dear students, I think you will practice it at home again and again. From here, you all are required to find question number 2. Prove that AD plus BE plus CF equals to 0. Can you prove it? I think, have you ever set for exam on vectors? If you set for,
Yes, sir.
then I think you are given this math because it is given again and again in the examination. Not a matter. Okay, you write down in triangle ABC. What can you write? Can you please tell me? Apply triangular addition law of vectors. We can write here AB plus BC is equal to AC. Can you write? If you don't know, please let me know. I'll make you understand. Can you write or not?
Yes, sir.
That means from here we can write AB plus BC minus AC equals to 0. Is it?
Yes,
And
sir.
we mark it as equation 1. Now we will take a triangle where we can get AD. AD is where you see here it is AD. So we can take two triangles regarding AD. One is ABD and the other is ACD. I am talking to you all. We can take two triangles taking AD. One is ABD and the other is ACD. So I am going to take triangle ABD. Write down in triangle ABD. Don't make sound. In triangle ABD, can you please write down the triangular addition law of vectors ABD, AB, then
BD.
BD is equal to BB will be omitted. We are getting AD. O is not needed in this math. So what we are getting? AB, BD, AD. You see, BB will be omitted, so we'll be left with AD. Is it okay to all?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose this is the triangle ABD and nothing is given there. Then can we write ABD? Okay, it is ABD in this way. Okay, AB plus BD equals to AD. Now you see we have to find AD. So we can write AD is equal to AB plus BD. Now let me know what's about BD. BD equals to what? BD equals to what? Can you write BD equals to half of BC? Half of BC. Talk to me.
Yes, sir.
It is equation 2. Now we had what? BE. So take a triangle where there is BE. BE. This is BE. Suppose it is not given. Now in triangle BCE, I can take triangle BCE. Can we? Write down in triangle BCE. Just it is your turn. Let me know. Triangular addition law of vectors. Who can tell me? Triangle BCE.
BE plus EC is equals to BC.
Yes, you're right. You see, if we go from B to C, then we cannot go there. But if I go from B to E, we can go there. So we can write here BE plus EC, BE plus EC is equal to BC. Okay. From here, we have to find BE. From here, we have to find BE. So BE is equal to what? BE can be written as by BC minus EC. Okay. That means BE is equal to, what's about EC? EC equals to what? Half of AC. Can you see EC equals to what? EC equals
Half
to
of
is the
AC.
midpoint. Is
Half
the mid.
of AC.
So we can write
Midpoint
here.
of AC.
Yes, you're right. Half of AC. Now it is equation 3. Now which one is left? We are left with CF. Now we have to take a triangle where there is CF. You see, it is CF. Okay. So CF, you see, CF. Now you do it. Take a triangle with CF. So we can write down in triangle BCF. In triangle BCF, we can write it BC plus CF, you see, BC plus CF plus FB equals to 0. Am I right? It is in cyclic, right?
G sir. Cyclic order.
Okay. Now, from here, we have to find CF. So CF equals to what? Minus BC minus FB, or CF equals to minus BC. What is FB? FB equals to what? Half of AB. Okay. And it is equation 4. Have you copied it?
G sir, copy করছি।
Now, adding equations 2, 3, and 4 we get. Adding equations 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. What is their left hand side? Can you please tell me? Their left hand side is AD
AD
plus
plus BE plus CF.
BE plus CF. What is their right hand side? It is AD. You can see AB plus half of BC. It is AD. Then what is BE? What is the value of BE? What is the value of BE? BC minus half of AC. Okay,
BC minus half.
write down BC minus half of AC. Then what is the value of CF? CF equals to what? CF equals to minus BC minus half of AB. Have you got me? I have just put the values that I have found. Now we get, you see, here BC and minus BC will be omitted. AB minus half AB. So we are left with half AB. Okay, this is half BC. And this is minus half AC. Now I can take half common. AB plus BC minus AC. I have taken half common. Now can you go to equation 1? What is written there? It is equal to what? Hello? In equation 1, what is given for this?
0.
So we can write it from 1. Okay? The most important math that you have done. It will be given in the exam again and again. Have you copied it?
স্যার করছি স্যার এটা মুছছেন না
I think you have copied. Okay. Now you have to apply triangular addition law of vectors in triangle AOB. Triangle AOB, triangle BOC, triangle COD, triangle AOD. Number 5, triangle ABC. Number 6, triangle ACD. Number 7, triangle ABD. Number 8, triangle BCD. You all are required to apply
Plus BO is equals to AO.
AB plus BO equals to AO. Is it okay to all? If you cannot write
Yes, sir.
this, then you cannot do any math. When I just did those two maths, then I came to know that perhaps you don't know. For this, I'm doing it. Triangle BOC, Bipasha. Bipasha, let me know. Triangle BOC. Bipasha, are you getting me? Yes, no, you have to say. Hello. Anyway, Tushi, BOC.
Yes, sir. BO plus OC equals to BC.
Good. BO plus OC is equal to BC. That's good. Then for triangle COD,
OD plus DC equals to OC.
OD plus DC is equal to OC. Okay. Then for triangle AOD,
AO plus OD equals to AD.
AO plus OD plus OD is equal to AD. Okay. Then triangle ABC,
AB plus BD equals to A.
AB plus BC equals to AC. Who else here? Rahat, except Rahat and Toshi, Audrey, triangle ACD. So you don't know how to do. Then you are going to do vectors, huh? ACD, you at first figure out the triangle ACD. This is ACD, right? This is the triangle. Okay, if we start from here, then you cannot go there. If we start from here, yes, you can go there. So you write down AD plus DC. AD plus DC.
Sir,
AD
Audrey nine.
plus, yes,
Audrey nine, sir.
okay. AD plus DC equals to AC. Now for triangle ABD, for triangle ABD, AB plus BD, AB plus BD is equal to what? AD? Then for triangle BCD,
BD plus DC equals to BC.
BCD, right? BD plus DC. BD plus DC is equal to BC. Copy it, all of you.